everyone, and welcome to PTC Behind the Music. Today we have a very special guest with us. She just finished her world tour and is here for a 2-night show. And her name is Anna Hertrick, so let us welcome her. Hello, Anna. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Gavin. And how are you?
Doing just fine.
That's great.
Right. So how's the family?
Oh, you know, my dad's retired now, so he enjoys a good round of golf, and my mom likes to go out to lunch with her friends.
Oh, that's great. Now that you're kind of here in your hometown, will they be coming to see your shows?
Yes, they've always been really supportive of my dreams, so they try and make it to as many shows as they can.
That's great. And since you're here, are you going to try and make any time in your schedule to kind of hang around for a while?
Sadly, this time it's going to be more like a come-and-go situation.
Okay. That sucks that you can't stay around for too long.
Yeah, well, I have 3 more shows coming up, so maybe next time.
Yeah, I guess it would be great to take a break.
Yeah, it would, but, you know, living the dream, so.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about your tour and your new album. So the album's called Misguided Child, and since it came out a couple months ago in stores and online, it already has about 250,000 downloads. What do you think about all that?
Honestly, the feeling is just so surreal to think that people really want to listen to me singing and even hear what I have to say.
That's great. So what made you think of the concept?
So the album is about, it's like a journey. So whenever you grow up, sometimes you lose sight of who you are or where you want to go. So it's kind of a message to the people that are struggling, that to remind them that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and just to keep having faith. It's
really inspiring. So I know that you're close friends with Ben Platt, and you actually sang one of his songs on your album. How'd you guys meet?
So I was in New York for some business, and I got to see the amazing musical Dear Evan Hanson. And after the show, I had gotten to meet the cast, and it just so happened that Ben had seen a few of my YouTube videos, and we ended up talking about it, got some coffee, and we really hit it off, and we've been friends ever since.
That's great. Could you actually play the song for us?
Yes, of course.
Awesome.
If you slip away, so I've got nothing to share. No, I've got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? With stars in our eyes, we start believing that we belong, but every sun doesn't rise, and no one tells you where you went wrong. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving, waving, waving? Whoa, whoa.
That was amazing, Anna.
Thanks.
You have a really great voice.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
So I'm glad that you could really play that for us. So where are your performances going to be?
So I actually have a 2-night show, and it's at the Parkway Theater and down in McKees Rocks. It's from 7 to 9. So if anyone can make it, I really would like for anyone to come. So
Well, that's great. I think that's all the time that we have today. Make sure that if you want to see Anna, that you go to the Parkway Theater. And I'm glad that you were here. So
Thanks
we'll
for
catch you
having
next.
me.
Yeah, we'll catch you next time. PTC Behind the Music.